Ah, I see the people of the land have sent another to try and end me. Do not hide your attentions. Why else would you be in my castle? I only ever get guests when they have some plan or fruitless attempt idea to end my life. No, 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 no. There is no reason to try and hide what you're really here for. I know why people come to see me. It is not for my hospitality, nor is it for my company. I'm sure as far as all of you in the lands are concerned, I am just an evil creature still living in this castle. The crazed king, the martyr's murderer, whatever you call me. Do people even know the true story of why I'm here in this castle all alone? Has your people ever asked the question of why I am seen to be so evil? Of course you haven't. No one ever asks the other side of the story. They only assume the side they are told is right. That the person leading them would never lie. But newsflash for you, the story is never black and white. You see, I was a kind king. I gave my people everything they ever wanted or asked for. Do you want to know what turned the story this way? The queen I had, the ungrateful creature that was sat by my side, who wanted more all the time, to the point where just being by my side was not good enough anymore. They decided they wanted all my power, crown and all. And I knew they were not capable of it. So, they did the only thing they could think of. They weaved stories of crazed madness, of evil black as night, creatures that could only be born from the depths of hell itself, ripped straight from the void, and the nightmares of eldritch gods themselves. She wove these tales and turned everyone against me. This is how I know you are only here to try and end me yet again. You may ask why the only power I have now is that of the castle I reside within. Well, that is very simple. You see, when everyone turned against me, believing these tales she spun, no one wanted to listen to me anymore. I had become nothing more than a beast in their eyes. Another... what's the word? Another tyrant king. And so, when they came to me, asking for the control they wanted of their lands again, I gave it to them. No fight, no question. I already knew what she had done before they got to my doors. And when they are at the point where they are at your doors, there is nothing a king will be able to do to change their minds. So I let them have what they wanted. In return, they got a witch, and they told this witch to curse me with never-ending torment. Now, they all thought this was going to put me in some ring of hell. They thought it was going to rip me from this world and suffer where they could no longer see me. Oh no. What they failed to understand is because I was a good king, that torture was to see my kingdom slowly fall apart and crumble, my throne fall to pieces, everyone I ever cared about to die, and her web make more chaos throughout the lands. And now, I am undying, forever witnessing this. It getting worse every year, and every now and again, someone like you showing up at my door to try and end me. Because when they realized what the witch had done, and they reported this back to her, they realized that they had an scapegoat for anything and everything terrible they ever wanted to do. Wipe half a civilization away? Blame the crazed king. He made them do it. They didn't even tell you, I bet, that I am no longer the king of these lands. The only thing under my possession is my castle. No. See? I did not think so. I bet you've thought everything you and your people have been sent through was all my fault. Hence the fire in your eyes and the want to end me. But how do you feel now, knowing the truth? Well, if you believe the truth anyway, I am no crazed king. I am no great source of evil. No. I am a lonely king. A sad king. With a crown of thorns. With a curse to watch everything I cared about fall apart. To feel the attempts of my own people, well, my own once people, try to repeatedly end me, always to fail. Well, sometimes I wish they don't. That at least I wouldn't have to go through the torment anymore. But that was the witch's curse. She never even left me the benefit of knowing how I could possibly break it. And this ex-queen of mine, through all these years, I doubt she even still exists. I don't even know how much time has passed. But I still see the influence she had, the corruption in all the lands, every family of high lords, every decision they make to better and benefit only themselves. You can still try and end me. It will not work. Or you can stay here for a while. Try and see it from my perspective, if you're willing. I have seen your eyes soften as I've spoken, and maybe you might be one, or the first, to not leave me so lonely. So, How about this? How about I make us a meal? Yes, I make us a meal. I still have to eat myself. Well, nothing would happen if I didn't, but it would be really uncomfortable. So, to avoid that, I do my own hunting every now and again, and I supply myself with meals every day. Of course, I disguise myself, but I get by. Sometimes, if I'm feeling brave enough, I sneak into the towns and see what's going on. Not that I am ever glad at the things I see. There are too many people living on the streets that I'm happy with. But no one would ever accept an invitation to my castle. I have many rooms, plenty of accommodation, but no one willing. My dream nowadays is to fill this castle one day. Maybe even have a family of my own again. But, for now, that is just a dream. A nice one I try and have every night, despite the nightmares that follow. So, do this old, lonely king a favour. Spend a bit of time here. Give me a chance to convince you of the truth. And have some fun. I've invented many games and silly activities that I do around here to keep myself occupied. But, well, I guess some of them would make me seem like the crazed king after all. Loneliness does strange things to people. Anyway, I'm gonna go get us some food. You can try and poison me with it. I won't stop you. Even if it just proves to you my story. But just know, it's still gonna hurt. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec.